Alright, easy breezy, delicious pulled pork. You don't have to be a pit master. So the first thing you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to get you some wood chips soaking in a little bit of water. And you want to get them just a little bit wet. You know, they're not like swimming or anything. Just a little bit wet so that they don't catch on fire. Well, you're going to get you some pulled pork. I get the stuff, either Costco brand, Safeway brand, or Jack Daniels, whichever you prefer. Just don't use that Lloyd's crap, in my opinion. Then you're going to hit it with some spices. Personally, I won't tell you what's all in this, but, you know, there's a little bit of garlic, a little bit of pepper. You got butter, and I use a bunch of apple cider vinegar and Dijon mustard. Mix all that together. And as you can see, we got, you know, there's a little bit of liquid in here, but not much. It's pretty dry at the moment. I'm going to hit it with some more sauce later. So, that's the first step. Now, for step number 2, you're going to get you some wood chips in a little, I use just a piece of tin foil like this. You can see these ones I was using there. You just get the wood chips in the tin foil like that. And, oh, my grill's on fire. There we go. That's better. So, you get your grill nice and hot. You get your wood chips in, a little bit of tin foil so that they start getting hot and smoking. And then we'll put that pulled pork on there and let it go for a couple of hours. Alright, so now we're at the part where I just switched these around, but you got pork and your wood chips. These were starting to smoke. So we got the wood chips turned on low because they're starting to smoke. And we got this burner turned off because that's where our pork's going to go, on the off burner. And on the burner you got on low is going to be your wood chips. Those are going to sit there and smoke nicely. And we're just going to close up this lid for about an hour or so. Alright, so for the next part here, while you're waiting, what you're going to do is get a measuring cup. And we're going to add in some Dijon mustard. You know, we don't want like a whole lot. Just, yeah, a nice squirt there. And then we're going to add in our apple cider vinegar. About, yay much or so. Yeah. And then we're going to take our Jim Beam whiskey, or whatever whiskey of your preference. Now, this is optional. This is, you know, if you're cooking for your kids, don't do this part. We're going to add some of that in. Now, we're just going to take a spoon and mix that all up like that. Perfect. So that's going to be your sauce that you pour on the pork about an hour or so after it's been grilling. So, we are just about 40 minutes in here, and I had to turn my temperature up to about medium there. Still off on the other one. And our pork is looking good. See all that butter's melted with all that fat and everything. Our wood chips are just starting to look, they're about halfway there. I'm going to change them in another 20 minutes or so. And then I'm going to get some of that sauce I was showing you guys how to make. Pour it all over this and mix it around a little bit. But you can see that nice pool of butter and pork juice. Don't lose any of that, man. That's that flavor right there. Mix all that in with the pork. Sop it up in your bread. Anyway, we're coming along nicely. Alright, so we're a little more than an hour in here, and our wood chips are obviously burned up, so we're just going to dump those and change them with the new wood chips here. As for our pork, it's looking beautiful. We're going to give that a nice stir. I like to use a spoon so you don't rip the tin foil. Stir all those juices back into the pork. And then we've got our sauce here that we made earlier. And we're just going to go ahead and put a nice good... You don't have to use all of it if it looks good. And yeah, swimming in sauce and pork grease. That's perfect. So, now we're just going to change the wood chips and close her back up for about another hour.
Yummy!
Okay. Alright guys, so here we are at about the 2.5 hour mark. It's nice, sun's setting, we got some cool breeze, and we're about to have some pork going on. The wood chips are done, the second round of chips, and the pork is looking absolutely beautiful. Now, you just want to take that off the grill, let it sit for a little bit, mix it all around, and put it on some buns with some cold slaw, man, or even a piece of just white bread and stack it all on top of it. It is the best pork you will have that you don't make yourself on a smoker. I'm telling you, it is darn close. You guys will absolutely love this stuff. Try it out. Keep eating good. Have a good one.